Can we talk about Sauron for a hot second? Because this picture, I mean, maybe it's a Witch King, but
That's my thinking.
you think
I'm
so?
not so. I think they're holding out on us before they reveal Sauron.
You
I
think
think
so?
this.
That's totally
I
fair.
think it's a fake out. I think they're trying to make us think that it's Sauron, but it's somebody else.
I mean, it could be, but I mean, there's going to have to be some. They're going to want to show us the formation of the Nazgul
Mm-hmm.
and how that all came to be. So there's going to be that character, and Sauron's going to be doing his whole seductive dance, and I don't think they're going to spend as much time with him being as like this in a dark outfit with a dark sword. I mean, maybe towards the end of the show, but at first, I don't know. This could be Sauron. Sauron.
Jamie, do you think you could do me a favor and just do that little motion again when you said the Sauron dance? Because I feel like we all need.
Seductive dance of Sauron. I
Seductive.
mean, legit though. So this image to me, if it is Sauron, this would be like after all we've seen for the entirety of the first season is Anatar Sauron. This is like him in dark armor for the first time, and he walks out, and you're like, oh damn, like it's about to get real. But there's this tiny little sliver between the waist and the arm, and I can't tell if that's light or golden hair.
Oh, hang on. Let's enlarge the image.
It's too fuzzy. I don't think you'll be able to tell.
I have no idea, and I'm covering up most of you on this on the screen. I'm covering up myself as well, but like all the same, this is. Oh God, it just.
I cannot tell. I cannot tell for the life of me. But I'm like, if that's golden hair, this could be Anatar.
Oh, Scotty, your thoughts on this one? Because this, I mean, to me, this is a
I'm
cosplayer's dream.
I'm actually still waiting to see this. It turns out the actual stream on my end was frozen. I've just reset the screen now and stuck in an advert. So
Oh no.
Oh,
I
also,
did send it in the chat. I think if you want to.
oh, hang on.
Dawn.
Oh yeah. So I don't usually use Zoom.
Dawn,
so
the picture that you're showing is also from
okay.
Instagram. You don't get to see the full.
Oh,
view
hang
of
on.
it.
Let me get the good Twitter one.
Yeah, it's another case of look at the Twitter one.
In that regards, it may
I
actually.
think I've got a good view of it at the moment here.
It may be more like Sauron. If there's more to it.
And that.
I mean,
it's just it is a flying wild guess because
they are going
no
to
way
be.
of knowing.
Either way.
I have something that I noticed. I don't know if it's significant, but if you zoom in on the hand, you can see flecks of gold where it looks like the black has rubbed off, and it almost looks like the armor was gold before, and it
Yeah, I
has
see
been
that.
Yeah.
over. And I feel like that's a good symbol for what
Also,
is that gold or is that the lighting? Because it's almost a yellow light on that when you look at the way
that's
from
why
behind.
I wasn't sure if the light is behind or if that's golden hair. It's hard to tell.
Interesting.
There's just like one.
I think what Emily said is right, because black would absorb it and it wouldn't be a reflection.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's a good catch. That's a really good catch.
I'm like, either somebody painted over gold armor, or it's gold underneath, but it's black on top. I feel like that seems very symbolic of like
the corruption of something bright and shiny becoming the darkness.
I mean, that could be Sauron. That could still be one of the kings.
It could.
This is just our Farazan in season 4, and he's painted all of it. He's gone through his emo phase.
He stays gold. I was in my head. I was going over the villains of the saga. So we have a few of them. So we're gonna see the Witch King at some point. He has to get corrupted. The Nine, whoever the case may have you. Al-Farazan stays the golden the whole time, even when he goes over to Valinor.
Okay.
He's out for this picture.
Oh yeah.
Sauron he literally turns on the elves before he gets the rings back to corrupt the men of Middle Earth. He actually doesn't do that for a while because he's afraid to attack the coast because of the Númenóreans. Then he builds up enough strength after he pushes Gil-galad back and he pushes Elrond back and they establish Rivendell. He gets a little bolder and then he attacks the coast. And this is actually where he gets his downfall, and Al-Farazan comes over and steps in because he got a little too cocky and started attacking the coast. So when he turns on the elves after they won't give him the rings, he's full bad Sauron at this point. Now, I'm not saying he's full on armor, this armor Sauron or whatever, but this could be, if we have a Isildur, this could be Sauron after his guise is blown, and when he comes back, he takes up his form as bad Sauron. So if they have a Isildur and an Arion and all that stuff, this is all around that time. If we see the downfall of Numenor, at the very end, Sauron's going to be his dark form Sauron. This could be that, because we're clearly jumping from time to time. When he turns on the elves after they won't give him the rings and he goes to war with them, this could be Sauron in that armor without the helmet, the mask and everything, him just in armor indicative of him being evil, which he fully goes nutso on them and he kills Celebrimbor and carries his body around on a pike. That's evil enough for anybody.
Yeah, as his
don't-
banner flag, which is oddly personal. I'm rooting for a relationship there.
But if it is the Witch King, Sauron turns before he corrupts the Witch King. So I'm not saying it's not the Witch King. I'm just saying we should see an evil Sauron before we see an evil Witch King.
Can I just there's also it's very blurry part of the gauntlet, but it looks like that same Triskelion pattern could be at the base of the gauntlet, like the three. I mean,
can you scroll in? Yeah.
well,
Hang on, I'm zooming in on the live stream. Sorry, I'm covering up everybody's
some
face.
other design, but especially the one
it looks like a different design to me, but I see where you're going with that.
Yeah.
I'm picking up what
No
you're throwing
ring.
down.
God, they put so much detail into this. That's kind of the
Really
thing that
did.
just strikes me. Like,
Is it just me, or are they more like pictures resembling? It's like because they all seem like circled off to resemble something in there. It's not like a
Yeah.
writing. It's like a smaller circle, a
They
big
look like
middle one, and
reliefs
then
of some sort. Yeah.
yeah. It's like I'm trying to work out if they're like animals or something.
okay,
like,
Scotty, does this look like a horse? That one in the middle with like the horse head kind of loop?
I was wondering if it was either that or something like someone sort of bending over or something like. I
Or
don't know.
like a dragon or a wolf or
Slouched
something.
over.
Oh,
Have you guys ever seen the triptych of Sauron?
the what?
Triptych. It's a three panel picture basically. There is a triptych fan art piece of Sauron that shows three different forms of Sauron. It shows Sauron when he is seduced by Melkor to the dark side. Then it shows Sauron in turn seducing Ar-Pharazôn, and it shows Sauron with Celebrimbor as like the evil influence of Celebrimbor.
Hang on, I'm putting it in the chat right now.
It's these three pictures, different forms, different eras of Sauron's being. That's what it's reminding me of.
Huh.
All right.
That these could be figurines of, him whispering into Ar-Pharazôn's ear versus in the forge with Celebrimbor, etc. Like, I can't see enough to say anything, but that's what it makes me think of.
If I could show you what I'm looking at right now, an image of Sauron's top from the trilogy, which I would be willing to
Can you
bet
put
money.
it in chat?
If you
grab a link, throw it in the chat.
No, I'm on.
You got something else going on. Yeah, no worries. Okay, but
That's okay.
just describe it. What do you got? What do you see?
Describe.
So, I mean, most everybody's seen Sauron in the trilogy, in the very first part of the Fellowship, which is probably what we're going to see towards the end of this show. You can see the armor and then the chainmail that it is almost a 1-for-1. If you look at that in the upper body, and then look at this image that we're sharing here, the chainmail is almost identical. And I mean, it could just be that that's what they chose to go with to try to match. But I think this is probably Sauron.
Yeah, because we